everyone! So yesterday we went to a barbecue and we had a fantastic time, and instead of taking wine I decided to make some brownies, and I ended up baking about 3 batches, but a huge warning alert, these are not healthy brownies. And because we didn't know absolutely all the guests that were going to turn up, I didn't want to chance it and bake some pumpkin brownies and go all healthy, because I've never made them before and I was really short of time, so I thought let's just stick to foolproof. And to be honest, it isn't a good idea to be completely good 100% of the time, just in case you just have a random moment and completely binge, which is never good. So one of my recommendations, if you want a really foolproof recipe, is go onto the BBC Good Food website, search for whatever recipe you want and just click on the drop down menu of highest rated. And this is the most popular recipe. It does claim to be the best ever brownie recipe, and it really is fudgy and gooey, and it probably is perfect with ice cream. And I did save us a few leftovers, just a handful though. But please don't think I'm going to be doing unhealthy recipes like this all the time. This is strictly for one-off occasions or Christmas. Firstly, you're going to need 185 grams of unsalted butter. And here's me taking a little bit off because I had a bit too much. And then you need to dice it and put it in an oven-proof bowl because we're going to melt it over a small pan soon. This really is more ideal if it's room temperature. And then pop it in the oven-proof bowl, and then you need to start breaking up 185 grams of your best dark chocolate. I just went for middle of the road chocolate because it started to get really expensive. And of course, there's no harm in having a treat every now and again. And then pour it into the oven-proof bowl with the butter, get your small pan, and pour in maybe about an inch of boiling water. But make sure when you do put the oven-proof bowl over the top that it doesn't touch the water. Then stir occasionally over low heat until it's completely melted. Now pop your oven on gas mark 4, and then you need a 20cm square tin or similar. And you can see how dusty mine is because I really don't bake anymore. And then roll out some baking paper, and then you need to line your square tin, and I'm just tracing mine over the baking paper, and I'm going to cut it out. And then pop the baking paper straight into your tin. Now weigh out 85 grams of plain flour, again I had a little bit too much, and weigh out 40 grams of cocoa powder into the same bowl. Now you need a medium bowl so you can sieve the plain flour and cocoa powder straight over the top and give it plenty of air. You really don't want any lumps or bumps in this. Smells good. Now with a sharp knife you need to chop up 50 grams of white chocolate and 50 grams of milk chocolate. This method really is the easiest way to cut it. Then you need to grab 3 large eggs and crack it straight into another large bowl. Ooh, swirly. And then weigh out 275 grams of golden caster sugar and pour straight in with the eggs. And then with an electric mixer you need to whisk on its high setting. I just used this handheld one because it was just less washing up. And whisk until it's thick and creamy. And if anyone can lip read, please comment below what I said. Then you need to pour the melted chocolate straight into the eggy mixture, and you'll need a rubber spatula and slowly fold in a figure of 8 until it is a complete solid brown. Then grab your sieve again, and we're going to pour the cocoa powder and the flour straight over the eggy mixture and sieve again. And here we have that folding technique again, but take your time, it will definitely pay off. And make sure you scrape all of the ingredients around the edge of the bowl. Then you need to grab your chocolate chunks and pour straight in, and you need to fold again. Yummy. Then pour straight into your square tin and smooth over with the back of a spoon or spatula. Well, you've got to treat the chef. Then pop in the middle of the oven and leave for 25 minutes and have a well-deserved rest. So once the 25 minutes is up, give it a shake, and if it does wobble in the middle, pop it straight back in for another 5 minutes. And you should have a thin papery crust on top, and leave to cool completely to set. Now cut into 16 or 32 pieces. I will post the recipe link below, which will have all of the calories as well. And now to take to the barbecue, I'm lining a celebrations tin with more baking paper and creating layers of brownies. But I did bake 3 batches here, so I have a lot. And just keep repeating the process so they don't stick together. Then put a lid on it. And if you have leftovers like I did, you can apparently put them in an airtight container for up to 2 weeks. But I can't imagine these brownies lasting that long in our house. And thanks again for watching, and I hope you had fun baking along with my recipe. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Thanks again. Bye.